Okay, so at the auction I bought a push mower. I think I'm going to use, well, I don't know if I'm going to use this one up at the estate or if I'm going to keep it here at the house. But it's a Toro recycler electric start. Auction just said that it was in good condition and it needed a new battery. That's all I know about it. I got a good deal on it, so let's see if we can make it run. Here it is. Nice little mower. It actually has a bag with it too. Electric start's got a little, it's like a little battery compartment here. It's got a battery in it. So let's, I'm gonna guess it's probably really dead. Looks like it's been sitting for quite a while. Probably outside. Fuse is in there. Fuse looks good. Yeah, looks good. It's got the key. So we have that. It does have a pull start, so worst case we can try and pull start it. But I want to see if the electric start works too. So let's check a couple things. Let's check the gas tank. Oh, the gas tank is dry. That, I don't know if you can see that, that is a good sign. The gas tank is dry. Let me grab a light here. Go. See down in there, the gas tank is dry. Dry. That is good. That's good. I like that. Okay, so the gas tank's dry, so it's not got a bunch of old gas in it. It's a good sign. Hopefully it got dumped out and didn't just, evaporate out. Oil is good. Oil level is good as well. Doesn't look too bad. I mean, it's a lawnmower. Nobody ever takes care of the oil in their lawnmower. But it's not all over full. So hopefully there's no water in it. So let's give it a try. Okay, so let's give it a try. I think I'm going to put a little bit of gas in it. And we're going to see if it will pull over to start with. Well, you know what? Let's see if the engine pulls over to begin with. That might be one too. Oh, look, they've got the ever popular, never stop thing on. Huh? Pulls over. Feels like it has decent compression. Okay. Let's put a little gas in it and see what happens. Not a full tank. Put in enough to see if it runs. That's probably plenty. Cap back on. Primer. Sounds like it's going in. All right. Let's see what we got. Are you kidding me? Are you actually kidding me? This thing's just gonna run? No way. No way. No way. I find that hard to believe. Yeah, it's more like what I thought was gonna happen. Oh no, that's just the starter key. It's not like a on key. Okay, let's prime them again. Maybe the carburetor's just dirty. I don't know. Yep, I think the carburetor's just dirty. Might just need to run some gas through it. Ooh. Okay, so the auto go doesn't seem to work. Yes. Cable is stuck or something. Yeah. Maybe there's something there. Look into that. Okay. It runs. Sounds okay. What I do notice here, let me grab you. What I do notice is the cable on the thing, on the self-propelled part, is stuck. So I'll have to look. That goes down into the deck right there. This is a rear drive unit. So we'll have to tip it up and see what we can see. Okay, the unit's flipped upside down. I'm dripping gas out, but whatever. So that cable goes way down inside there. Way down in here. Way in there. And it looks like maybe it's just stuck. Need some lubrication maybe? Let's try that first, should we? Let's try that. We'll get the croil out and see if maybe that helps. You can see down in there where it needs to go. And I lost my little nozzle for my croil. I don't know where it's at. So we're just gonna do our best to shoot it down into the right spot. Yeah. Because all that does is that pulls on the belt here. That looks like almost like that return spring is not connected to something. There's a return spring in there that looks like it's loose or it's not connected. Maybe. I feel like that should be connected to something. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Because if I push on this, it should go forward. So it should pull backwards, actually. So it should pull backwards, but it's not pulling back far enough. And I don't see really any adjustment for the cable anywhere. So what I'm guessing is that, yes, that return spring appears that it might just be flopping around in there. Did it break? Or did it come off? Or what? Let me find some tools here. See if we can't dig that thing right on out of there. Oh, I think that's the adjustment there. I think that spring is the adjustment for that. Okay. So I wonder if there's like a pin or something, or a nut maybe that comes out of that. Oh man, how am I going to get that thing moved out of there? Let's see. Gotta get this thing off of there, which looks like it's the cover for the belt drive. Okay, and that's going to take these 4 bolts, and that should come right off. Okay, let's do that. Okay, so 4 13 mil bolts need to come off. I don't know if I'm able to get those off with the wheels on there. Of course not. Probably not, right? Well, let's see what we can do here. Before we say we can't. Ouch. There's a bar, a metal bar that has to come out too. So that might be the first thing we try and get out of here. Okay. Now I can see down in here a little bit better. And can I get to... I bet there is just a nut or something in there that needs to be adjusted. Or some sort of keeper or something like that. And that is all that is keeping us from gone. And we cannot get that off with those wheels in place. Go. Can I do it with just taking one wheel off? Do I want to make any bets? So that's 13 millimeter too, holding the wheel on. And is it reverse thread or no? No, that's 12 millimeter. Oh, there's one. Look at that. Found it. Okay, is it forward thread or reverse thread? No, it is not a 12 millimeter. Didn't feel like a 13 though. All right, 13 will work though. Oh, I guess it is. Ta-da! Look at there. Oh, those just come right off. Thought that was going to be a lot harder than it was. Shoot. I don't know, it was that easy. I was expecting it to be a convoluted thing to do. I have a feeling that this is going to be a convoluted thing, in that I need to just stand it up a little bit more, or I wonder if I can hang it from the overhead gantry I have in here. I'm sure I can. Okay, so it looks like now I can get to this a little bit easier. And I can get these bolts out now, although I'm not sure I'm going to take them out quite yet, because I fear that, well, it looks like there's one holding it in there. Yeah, I fear when I move these that the handle section is going to want to come off. So let's hold off on taking all of these bolts out, shall we? Just in case it puts us in a situation. Yeah, it did. it is going to make that whole thing want to come down. That's kind of what I was afraid of. Because there's only this one little bolt holding it on now. I don't know that he's going to be enough. Well, there's a couple little bolts there. Okay. A couple more little bolts to take out there. Those are engine bolts, and I got one there. And one here, maybe? Yeah, it looks like I got one there. Okay. So I got these little ones to get out of there. Those look like 10 mils. You know, the one size I probably don't have anywhere nearby. Oh, they're not even 10s. They're like 8s, maybe? Really? Are these? Is this thing not metric? That would be really weird if it was. If that were the case. 3/8 maybe? Old Craftsman. Oh no, it's Toro. I thought I was done with non-metric stuff when I got rid of my old Ford 8N. But here we are. Come in and see what I'm doing here. This should be the last bolt that's holding on the belt cover. I may have to put it back down on the floor and flip it upside down to get it all to come off. But so got these two bolts out. There was two up here for this part of the belt cover. That's loose. This all appears to be loose. Is there anything else up here? Oh, there. Yeah, looks like there's one right there, right in there. Can't see it. Right there is, oops. Right there is one. I think that's the last one there, because this one, the one for the spring on the chute, doesn't hold anything in. So there's one under the battery. And that should loosen up the belt cover. The only thing I worry about is that this guy is really the only last thing holding the deck up. I don't know how I would loop it around to hold it up. Wow, that blade is rough. I don't know how I would loop it around to hold that thing up. But let's get that last bolt out for the cover, and then we can figure out what we're gonna do. Can I get there? Can I get there from here? No, I cannot. This thing has to be up. Okay, this is gonna be a chore and a half. I don't know that I'm gonna be able to do this one-handed, so I'm gonna put you guys down and I'll get back to you when I'm done. Okay, we're back. I got that screw out of there, bolt out of there, whatever. I had to loosen up, ended up having to loosen up the battery tray. to get it out. That last screw in the battery tray is really in there, so I wasn't gonna risk breaking it to get it loose. So I got it loose enough that I can get all of this loose now if I loosen that bolt. However, if I loosen that bolt, take this bolt out, I really do think the whole thing's gonna come crashing down. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna lower it to the ground so that I can take the weight off of it, and then we can see how it works. I gotta calm down. There we go. Okay, so now, no, the bolt did not come out by itself. Let's see. Ta-da! The guard is out, and it didn't fall down. Small miracles. Right? Now, maybe I can get is there a way for me to get this belt off? Probably not. Not easily anyway, right? Just need to slip it over. It's not going to come through there, and it's not going to come through there. How on earth would you replace it? Oh, you got to take this cover off, this guard off here. Really? More stuff. Yeah, but I got to take it off so I can get to it. Okay. Please be a 13 mil. Oh, thank you. Oh, terrible sound. Come on, get out of there. There it is. Okay, now, if I make this loose enough, I should be able to pop that belt right off the end there. Should give me a little more room here. Not quite enough though, huh? Not quite enough. Yep, that's it. Okay. Now, can I get, I can't. I cannot. Still cannot get the belt off. Come on. Come on. Because the engine wants to turn the other way. Of course it does. Why wouldn't it? Why wouldn't it? Right, there we go. Okay. Now, there we go. Okay, so now I can see that there's nothing in there, but I'm gonna wonder if I put a zip tie around that and snip it off, if that'll do it. Just need something to take up some space in there, because I bet there was a plastic bushing or spacer or something that was in there that has deteriorated over time and is not doing the thing that it used to do. So let's see if one of these big zip ties will work. May not. I may need a smaller zip tie. Here, let me show you what's going on. So, what we have is is there's a little, there's the spring, there's the keeper. Okay, there's the spring. And there's the cable. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this zip tie on there to take up some space, because I think, I'm going to guess, there was probably there's a little plastic bushing or something that goes in there that was supposed to take up the space, put the tension on the spring, return the cable to this position, and that is not currently working because that little spacer is gone. And if I cut that flush, that may be just big enough to get in there. So if I cut that flush, that might be just enough to get in there. Or it might be too much. Yep. I think I need a smaller zip tie. Something with a little bit smaller head. It won't go in. It won't go in the spring. Okay, fine. Where'd I put my light at? Yeah, because if I get that in there, I'm never going to get it out. So let's not. All right. Time to see if I have a smaller zip tie. I don't know. Okay, so I found two smaller options. The bigger of the two small options, I think, is the one I want to try. So we'll try that one first, and then we'll see if that works. Get up there. There you go. Okay. Where my side cutters go? I'll tell you what. If I didn't lose everything, I'd be much more efficient. Can't see what I'm doing. Lawnmower repair by Braille. Hopefully that fits in the hole. It does not. Okay, well, it was worth a try. It was worth a try. Can't get you guys in here to see because I can barely see. Okay, now we'll try the smaller of the small ones. Let's see how that goes. What else I use? It doesn't work. Okay, so that does go up in there. Now, oh, so now you want to go back on with no problems. Sure. Oh, well, yeah, because the thing's off, that's why. I was gonna say, that's why. Okay, so let's put this back on, and then okay, that back on. Now, lower it back down again. Okay, you watch that part. Try that then, shall we? Seems like it's working, like it should. If I pull all the way down, well, it's not quite all the way down, is it? I wonder if that cable is stretched. Or if it just needs more space taken up. Do I need another zip tie? I don't have another small zip tie. Okay, so I got these. These little ones will definitely work. So let's raise this thing back up. Guys over here. Maybe you can see a little bit. I can't see crap, but all right. One more. We'll put the other little one on there. Other tiny one on there. I think that's going to be, if that doesn't work, then I'm going to be looking at getting a new cable, because the cable is just stretched then, I think. And doing this is kind of a hack move, but it's kind of where I'm at. So what I've got here, is on this cable. Here, where's it at? There it is. On this cable, I've got a couple zip ties, plus there's one at the top also. And slide those back inside the spring. I think I need to cut that one off a little bit better because it's not quite there. Nope, never mind. It got there. Okay, so spring back on. Now, belt back on. It's tighter. Go with that. Okay. That should do it though. Like, if I do that, yeah, that makes that belt tighter. Okay, cool. And if I pull it back off, it loosens back up. Perfect. Okay, so those are the things that hold the belt in place there. Yes, yes. All right, let's see if it still starts, because it's been turned upside down. She may be flooded. It does work, and it even drives. So yeah, I got to put those bolts back in because that's messing up the angle on here, which is messing up the tension on the belt. So I get those on, get the covers back on underneath, and then we should be good. And then we see if the electric start works. Welcome back. It's a couple days later. I had to do some other things, but we're back on the Toro lawnmower project here. I got everything put back together, and now I'm going to try and see if we can fix the electric start. The battery, well, this is the battery, and it did not take a charge, which I wasn't surprised. I let it charge for a couple days and it just didn't do it. So not the end of the world. What I think I'm going to do is hot wire one of these Harbor Freight drill batteries, one of these Bauer 20 volt batteries, to see if we can get it to spin over, maybe even start. Well, I have no idea if it works or not, but I do know that the battery that's in there is no good. After charging for 2 days, it only registers at 6 volts, which is nothing, because it should be a 12 volt battery. So it is definitely bad. I don't really want to buy a new battery. They're only $20 on Amazon, but trying not to spend money on this thing if I can help it. So let's see if this works. All right. So we have our battery, and I have some alligator connectors made up here. We're gonna spear it in there as unhacky as possible. We're gonna spear that one in there. Try not to let these things touch each other, right? Does this fit in the battery tray? No, of course not. Good enough. There we go. All right. We can clip that one there. And that one there. Okay, that means that if I turn the key, gotta have a break off maybe. Oh, it might work. Let's move this outside. Now we're outside where this can actually work. prime it a couple times. I don't know how much gas is left in there. Ah! What do you know? I think it's pretty much out of gas. It's driving? Oh, this is working quite well. Aha. Excellent. Excellent. See if we can do this one-handed. Oh, this is working great. I am very happy with that. Okay, so all in all, I'd say it's a good deal. I did a little bit of mowing with it with the bagger on it. I just mowed my lawn the other day, so didn't really take much off, but runs good. Hiccuped a couple times. I think I'm going to change the oil, run some sea foam in the gas, and then yeah, I think it's a good little mower. I still haven't decided what I'm going to do with it yet. If I'm going to keep it or if I'm going to sell it. It's a good little runner though. So yeah, what do you think? Should I keep it or sell it? Thanks for watching.